with a rag in my pocket for enemies and tendencies to grab it and cock it. If you ain't about the south side, we'll call it foes. Peas up and I'm leaning like you already know. From the Varrio with a rag in my pocket for enemies and tendencies to grab it and cock it. If you ain't about the south side, we'll call it foes. Peas up and I'm leaning like you already know. I'm getting drunk, getting high with my boys on the side, listen up the Bombay with a little chocolate tie with the strap on my lap, let your pillow cap back in a 55-9 and I represent the man. I say blue from head to toe when I'm mobbing the low. I keep it peas up, homie, for those who didn't know. I'm a true blue gangster representing on mine. Or when you find me, motherfucker, the MAD 5-9. Load it up with my dog, citywide, worldwide. I gives a fuck, homeboy. When I bang the south side, I let it be known. Yeah, I pack the fucking chrome, so when haters wanna run up, get your fucking head blown. Ain't no joking, I'll provoke you, leave you in your own blood. So spark the blunt and take a ride where it started, little Okie. All the homies know what's up, and with that I throw it up, cause the only way out is in the casket or some guts. From the Varrio with a rag in my pocket for enemies and tendencies to grab it and cock it. If you ain't about the south side, we'll call it foes. Ease up and I'm leaning like you already know. From the Varrio with a rag in my pocket for enemies and tendencies to grab it and cock it. If you ain't about the south side, we'll call it foes. Ease up and I'm leaning like you already know. 55-9 is the place of birth. Madera County, Central Valley, yes and no, you heard of them West Coast players doing the thing. That P-gang got it locked in the gangster way, cause I'm after my fortunates and fuck the fame. Cause in this game I gotta stay on my toes, cause these motherfucking haters always playing the role. Quit your bitch, slap her hoe if she step out of line. Get treated like a buster if she fuck with mine. I stay on the grind, living out my dreams, kicking back with my thugs, smoking nothing but the greens. Know what I mean? It's that valley life that you know I live. I do it raw and sick, and my life is in. Never been to the pen, but I'm up on game. This my Varrio homeboy, and I'll never change. From the Varrio with a rag in my pocket for enemies and tendencies to grab it and cock it. If you ain't about the south side, we'll call it foes. Ease up and I'm leaning like you already know. From the Varrio with a rag in my pocket for enemies and tendencies to grab it and cock it. If you ain't about the south side, we'll call it foes. Ease up and I'm leaning like you already know. Gangsta, gangsta, be all about it. Stand tall, headstrong, and at times cold-hearted. Gives a fuck though, homie, fuck my enemies. Chose the way I live, watch me live it like a G. Ain't no regrets ever cross my mind. Stay riding with my homies up on the front lines, stacking my chips, stay on the grind. Best to get yours, cause I'm out getting mine. Yeah, life is blind, but I chose my way. Tattoos, baggy clothes, throwing up that P-gang. If you know you can't hang, best to kick rocks, cause I ain't got time to be fucking with you lot. Tired of seeing motherfuckers join the hood. 2 months later dropped out, no good. That's a bitch in my book, and that's the damn truth. So before you step up, from the Varrio with a rag in my pocket for enemies and tendencies to grab it and cock it. If you ain't about the south side, we'll call it foes. Peas up and I'm leaning like you already know. From the Varrio with a rag in my pocket for enemies and tendencies to grab it and cock it. If you ain't about the south side, we'll call it foes. Peas up and I'm leaning like you already know.